because I'm gonna finish my fucking sentence first, and then I can answer y'all shit.
Today, Junior.
All right,
come on.
Put them Earl Camels in the rubber band, nigga. I'm hanging off your head. Put them Earl Camels up, nigga. All right. God damn it, nigga.
Gotta stop.
So for
I got it.
How many ugly bitches have you dated?
Nigga, yeah, a few of them. Yeah.
Here's the thing. This is how partners got to do it. Like, you got to ask me how many he dated.
Cause mine gonna be different. Mine gonna be different, nigga.
Let's do it.
Cause he gonna say all over bad.
So
I'll be like,
how many ugly bitches have you dated?
I'm not doing that.
Oh, of course not.
All right, welcome back to the It's Better This Way podcast. I am your boy TJ.
And I am EJ.
What's up with your sir?
Say dog.
What up, what up?
You post the show yet?
No. This one, that last episode, some fuckery happened. I got an old laptop and I gotta get that shit fixed. Or just buy a brand new one. All right. So,
we ain't going that route right now.
You walking around with an AOL disc?
What we're not gonna do is get the cracking on me before you introduce me.
Bro, she said an AOL disc.
It take about 5 days for shit to
Man. Bro, did you have AOL?
I had AOL.
Definitely had.
I
Bro,
used
we
to
had
be
a
in the
gateway
group
computer.
chat, the group chat and everything. Because they had like a regular group chat for AOL or some shit like that. But that's what I used to use before I had started using Black Planet.
You had a Black Planet?
So what was your AIM name?
I didn't have an AIM.
You didn't have an AIM?
I didn't have an AIM.
Yahoo Instant Messenger? You didn't have that shit either?
I had a Yahoo Instant.
Okay, what was your screen name?
It was cool. It was Tyrone C4.
Hell no.
Hold on. But see, listen, it said Tyrone C4 because I was the bomb.
Get the fuck.
I was the bomb.
That was very hot.
That's
so stupid.
This was when it was cool to say you was the bomb, though.
Oh no.
What was yours?
It ain't my turn.
No, hold on. This is our show. Y'all did that on our show. What was your Yahoo name or AIM name?
Can we not?
That was your name?
You go first. There you go.
Okay, so my AIM name was She's 90s Kiddo. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That sounds like an Instagram name now.
Yeah. So that wasn't bad.
Go ahead, Sean. What you got?
I ain't giving y'all that one. Y'all should get that.
I'm embarrassed now. Why? I shouldn't have started this. I shouldn't. So, I was really, I still am, into R&B music. Mine was So Anxious 90.
All right, so y'all ain't gonna get on my bomb.
So anxious.
So Anxious. Because I love Genuine.
Wow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't recognized by now, that is D and Sean from the T-Pop Podcast. How y'all doing?
Correction.
What's the correction? What am I wrong about this time?
So, my name is Brunch with Yeezy.
Nigga, you're not finna just change your name when we
AKA,
already got you written down on the motherfucking phone.
AKA Shonic Boom. Thank you. And my co-host of our show is...
I am LeBron's hairpiece, AKA D.
All right.
And we're your aunties.
We your aunties.
So yeah.
If y'all just want to get y'all AKAs out,
That's
that's
cool.
You have to say I was wrong, though.
You was wrong.
I can't be wrong on our show.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much how it works.
That's how it works over
wrong.
here.
Right. Anywho, how was your week, sir?
Bro, my week has been cool, man. Just trying to get over this mucus.
Got that bronchitis. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not sick, but it's mucus though.
A little mucus, huh?
Yeah.
A little
I
chlamydia.
feel great. I just have mucus.
I was gonna
Nothing
say
like
something,
that.
I'm gonna leave it on.
He didn't catch it.
I ain't hear you.
Yeah, I said just a little chlamydia or something like that.
That's one thing I've never had to worry about.
Alright.
Well, they say if you gotta get anyone, chlamydia's the one to get.
Hell
Go
no.
away.
I ain't trying to get none of them. I don't need none of them shit. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the show started. Now, we love to get our show started off by jumping out with these shout-outs.
Man. So what, since the last show ain't been posted, so we gotta use the same names from last time, right? Because they ain't heard it. They gonna hear it by the time this come out, but they can hear it again.
Facto. So let's go ahead and get to these shout-outs, man. We're going to give a shout-out to Chisel. Chisel, man, what's up, sir? What up to Shantae? Shout-out to Crystal. Shout-out to Hank. Mag. Tan and B from the Hear Ye podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Salute to AJ from the What We Gonna Do podcast. Shout out to Jamera. Shout out to Chantel as well as Shannon.
What up, though?
Now I should have read AJ's name last. I did this last week too, but he sent us a 5-star review.
Oh, so we doing that again too?
Yeah. We gonna do it all again, bro.
I'm super lost.
Only 2 niggas.
So-
clapping. Maybe we shouldn't.
Y'all supposed to be
We got
happy
some
for this
business
damn review. We didn't clap. Y'all asked me to clap with us.
You said what?
Okay, whose show is it?
Right, like nigga, stay in y'all lane.
We was over here. We was happy. We was like, yeah.
EJ want to talk business right there for some
Oh
reason.
yeah, nigga got lost for a minute. It's all good.
Bring it back. Thank you.
Oh, you took the review off.
I just because a nigga didn't know.
All right. we do that later. All right,
Hold on. Let me see if it updated on mine.
No, I just go straight to the site. We'll make some adjustments here.
Cause a nigga didn't know. I be getting old shit off. Sorry.
Bear with us, Teapot. I know y'all probably judge.
Call y'all niggas kettle.
The Keller kids.
I like that. The kettle, the steam. Nah, it's probably just
All right.
Not feeling that last one.
okay. But I mean, shouts out to you though. You know, I like that you got the baby hair going and shit like that.
Okay, here we go. I
You know what
found
I'm
it.
saying?
So once again,
With some ignorant ass shit. Here you go.
I'm giving you compliments.
Here you go.
Cause I told you
I was
multiple
waiting
times I
for
like
it.
it when you wear your hair out. I like the
It
natural
ain't
look.
for you to like.
That's cool, but I can give my compliments.
And why I'll take it.
You know what? Fuck that. I'm taking them bitches back because they ain't
Okay,
appreciative.
take them hoes back.
All right, they
give
bad.
us shit.
I got a question. You're not supposed to say Indian giver, by the way, but
Very racist.
yeah, that's very fucked up. But
That's like calling a nigga African
I
booty scratcher.
I be counseled today, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people called you an African booty scratcher in elementary.
all right, okay,
It was middle school.
all right. Again, this review comes from AJ from the What We Gonna Do podcast. It says, "All right." That's how he started off. All right. It is called. He titled it as well as "It's Better to Listen for Yourself." That's pretty dope. But all right, I finally feel like I've heard enough to where I can leave some sort of review. Let me say that again. It says, I finally feel like I've heard enough to where I can leave some sort of review. I can't remember the exact point where I found the podcast. It might have been at the event, but I've listened to every episode from that point forward. I've never heard two friends on a podcast that work so well together, and even though they seem to come from two totally different ends of the spectrum. The way these guys do structure content is unique because it's like organized chaos, but it all makes sense and it flows. I always get some type of laugh out of every episode. They may not give you advice, but they will surely leave you with something to think about. So salute to you, AJ, from the What We Gonna Do podcast. Thank
I
you,
have
sir.
something to critique about that 5-star review.
Oh Lord.
I feel like I give bum ass reviews. I say reviews. Advice. You know, cause a lot of people say, they say like don't drink and drive. Which you shouldn't drink and drive. You shouldn't, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to drink and drive.
Sometimes
All
you
right.
have
No.
to.
Yeah,
We're not gonna put that energy out there.
God.
Well, okay, so let me clarify
Here
the
come
whole
the
drinking and driving. Like you can be normal.
Gatorade.
Okay. You can be normal, like you want to turn up before you get to your destination. You can pour your little cup, sippy sip. You know what I'm saying? Like I typically do before I come here, so I can already be going to
Elevated.
where I needed to be. I like
Elevated.
that. I was gonna say aroused, but I definitely wasn't aroused. But
Wow.
That was
that's-
your choice of words?
nigga, did I say it? I didn't. And then the other one was
Lord Jesus.
fucking without a condom. Like we can say that for another time. Because y'all having the discussion over
Where
there.
are we
Y'all having a
going
huddle.
with this speech?
EJ is trying to tell us why he gives great advice.
Oh God.
I try to stay away from advice. Do y'all give advice? Do y'all give advice to y'all friends?
It depends on the situation. Like, if I know that friend is struggling with something and has been for a while, and they come to me and they ask me, what should I do? Then I give advice. But at any other point, then I don't, because I know you're going to turn around and do what you want to do at the end. So
Right.
it's going to be a waste of breath for me to give you advice. Like
Right.
that's just me.
I always give advice. I give sound advice. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Period.
You know what? And I try to stay away from advice
Why?
because people don't take it, and I get offended when you don't take it. But
Why get offended?
Well, I realized why I was getting offended. I was making myself mad. Is when you giving someone some advice and they didn't ask for it, then they pretty much gonna do what the hell they want to do anyway. But I don't always like advice either, especially if I ain't asked for it.
Especially if you ain't asked for it.
Yeah, you ain't got to. Hey, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
We good.
I just say appreciate it, and I just go back to talking about LeBron dropping 3 triple doubles on these motherfuckers out here in these streets.
I think people really just
we ain't gonna talk about
just
LeBron.
vent.
Okay.
Like I think it's just venting.
All
Like
right.
when you're going through something, you just want to vent to your friends and get it off your chest, but not necessarily in all cases. Do you feel like you have to give advice?
I do want to talk about venting though. That's good, nigga. LeBron. And so I'm gonna tell you what that nigga did, bro. That nigga played 3 teams and getting triple doubles, bro. You know what I'm saying? That nigga, what, 30? What, 30?
34, 35, something like that.
Somewhere off in there. So I appreciate you for bringing that. That was a nice segue that you made me do. I appreciate
Venting
that.
and LeBron.
Those don't even go in the same category.
All right.
Yeah, you know what? That reminds me about corn dogs. I was just thinking about corn dogs today.
If you venting about an experience you had about corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs.
Come on, corn dogs.
My nigga,
Are they
let
corn
me get a
dogs
corn
from
dog.
Sonic?
Ain't nobody
What?
in here said let me get
Are
a
they
corn
from
dog.
Sonic?
Or y'all probably say corny dog. A coney dog. Y'all don't
No.
put that R in there.
You guys were just so I was just making fun of the segues, like
I'm making fun of. He said corn dog.
Let me get one of them corn dogs, bro.
No, fam.
Nigga, you say corn? You put the R in that bitch?
All right, man. Let's go ahead and
Talking
get
to
this
that nigga
show
like he
over.
wrong.
Yo, Teapot, give us a brief background of what y'all podcast about. What do y'all talk about over there?
So I would say our podcast sounds like 2 best friends that are like 2 totally different people. We talk about a lot of like life stuff, personal stuff, relationships, dating, but like a main focus of our conversations are like things that go on in pop culture, social media, and we kind of ask like those questions, those deep end questions to make people think at the end or like have those conversations with their friends. So
Yeah, the whole thing was made from us just having conversations about things that go on in pop culture. Like, I don't know. I don't want to dig too deep into it, but like, I don't know if y'all know this whole thing that's going on with
R. Kelly
the
trap?
members. No, nigga. The things that are going on with the members of B2K and April Jones or whatever, all that crap. Like, the bigger question is like, what is going on to where everybody feels like they're not heard in a situation? Everybody feels like they can do what they want to do, stuff like that.
Well,
So-
like when I feel like when you get fucked in the ass by your road manager
Whoa.
and your promoter, like it changes your mindset. Because they was raped.
I mean, they were sexually assaulted.
They were raped as kids on tour with these niggas. So it's like that changes shit.
But do you really think that changes everything to the point to where they are now? Because now they're basically
It depends, Sean.
they're
Hold on.
trying to
What you
screw
call
each
yourself,
other
Dolomite
over.
or something? What you say? What you say your name? I'm sorry.
Oh shit,
Well, no, I'm trying to see what you.
that looked like a good
Oh,
movie though.
shit.
I wanted to see that.
Dolomite?
Yeah,
I checked it out.
It was
Okay.
alright.
I haven't seen it yet. Like,
Probably nothing.
I'm a pimp named Slickback, bitch. Continue
I,
with your
I didn't hear the
Mr. Slickback, a pimp named
pimp.
Slick.
name Slickback. You gotta say the whole thing.
Do I have to say the whole thing every time? Every time.
Every time. Every time.
But really, to answer your question, it depends on if they dealt with what has happened. Because if you don't deal with something that has happened in your childhood, it's definitely going to affect you in your adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
So some might have, some might have not. So I feel like it affect people different ways. It's just my opinion.
Okay. I mean, I get that. Definitely, it's something that messes with your your mental. But the way that I'm seeing it is like, do you think all of this is a backstab to what happened in the group? Because think about it. When Omarion popped, he popped. Like, he wanted to do his own thing. He didn't want to do anything with his
That was
members.
destined
He
from
left
the jump,
three
though,
of them.
you
So
know?
he left the other three. And then, of course,
They feel salty about that.
exactly. And J-Boog and what's his name? Fizz? Lil Fizz. They got together. They made their own little group. They did their own little. Yeah, the shit didn't pop.
Yeah, they had that one song. They had that one song. I'm not gonna sing it, but they did have one song, and it didn't go anywhere.
It went fizzle pop. Like it went flat.
I didn't even know about that.
Exactly. Nobody did. Apparently.
And speaking of getting knocked down flat, wouldn't it be funny if someone bought a pair of boxing gloves from Chris Brown's garage sale today?
Ooh, don't even make me go in on that. Y'all, I'm so upset right now.
But I had a B2K joke. I forgot it.
Too slow, motherfucker!
He up one on your ass, didn't he?
I just remember. All right, it's a corny joke. Everybody button y'all shirts to the top.
Oh God.
I guess that Fizz and J-Boog song didn't bump.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah.
Definitely a damn.
All right, now, it is something that I actually want to
Really?
get into.
You stole the thunder from that great Chris Brown joke for that?
But no, just speaking about the B2K shit, that's cool because I just read. Wow, did I read that today about who was that? J-Boog smash Omarion Mama.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so J-Boog smash Omarion Mom, and that's cool. I really don't give a fuck about it. But I want to ask y'all, how would y'all feel if one of y'all friends smash y'all parents?
Like anyone should feel. Ready to fight.
Do you want me to go first? Oh, we was never friends if that's the case. And I'll probably be in jail. Honestly.
Why not? Your
But
mom's
yo,
a person.
I'm gonna say your mom.
She has
she's
needs.
a grown woman.
Mama gotta have a life too.
Yeah, but
hell no.
but you don't fuck my friend,
Hell
mom.
no. Like
You should be mad at her.
I know I could be mad at both of them.
I would too, but think about it. In the end, more than likely, you gonna forgive your mom before.
Of course.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there's like 100 million views on Pornhub that would say most people are okay with it.
Whoa. I will fuck a MILF.
I mean,
I will.
At this age, that's
So-
all you
That's
are.
all I get, right? Hey,
When you pass 25, that's all you fucking.
I
is
can't
milk,
fuck with
bro.
them 18s. Can't fuck with them 18s.
so no. Okay, so real shit. So how would you feel if you found out that TJ fucked your mama?
All right, let's move on.
TJ.
Bro.
Yeah,
Let's
bro.
move
You
on.
gotta
Let's
say
move
Josh.
on.
Somebody.
I don't even want to say Josh, bro. This is getting awkward, bro. My mom listens to this podcast.
Oh, she really does. Man.
We gotta go.
All
But
right.
you gonna throw hands, right?
Mrs.
Oh,
EJ,
okay.
call me.
All right.
Hey, ma.
So this
Hey.
or that. This or that.
Parker.
Hey, my mama needs something. Like shit.
What she need?
No.
She
What
needs
does
something.
she
She's something.
Yeah.
Something.
Let's definitely move on.
I know your mom, bro.
Oh
Relax,
my god.
bro.
And that's what makes it weird.
Do your mama listen to the show?
And,
I was
She
about to
wouldn't
say
even know how to find it.
how weird would it be if I just showed up to your Thanksgiving too?
All right.
All right, bro. That's getting a little weird
Like,
now.
how the
All right,
hell
bro.
did you get it?
And I ain't even give you the
Look,
address.
Hold on, EJ. Now, Josh, we bet your mom too. Right, whatever.
She was cute.
Look at they fight.
And on top of that, you
Hey,
be hella mad.
Stop laughing.
Ah, that shit changed
And on
quick.
top of that, you be hella mad if your mom made him a play first. Just think about that.
My mom didn't make me a play, so I wouldn't even be tripping. Now, if my girl or somebody I'm messing with did that, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
This
Anyway,
makes me-
come on.
this
This
makes me
is
think-
awkward as hell.
I'm sorry,
Son, don't get upset.
but this makes me think,
If you have a little biracial brother, don't say nothing.
damn.
Don't say nothing, my guy.
Do you think Stacy was
Nigga,
mad
y'all
at her
cannot
mom?
have side conversations.
Stacy definitely had to be mad at her mom for fucking with her boyfriend.
If you don't say something, say it
Stacy's
like,
mom has got it going on.
He doesn't have headphones on, so you can't whisper.
Oh, well, that's your fault.
right. And I'm being genuine and I'm giving gay them bitches up to y'all.
You mean genuine or
No,
genuine?
genuine.
Don't say genuine. His name was
Genuine, what?
34.
Genuine 90, nigga.
Not 30.
Hey, they had to go up 14 years, nigga. I'm old now.
All right, so I got a random question. We didn't put this on the docket, but I had a important, not important, what the hell I say that word for? I had an interesting conversation with some friends earlier this week, and we was talking about closure. How important is closure for you guys?
Go ahead, fam.
Closure is really important to me. Because I feel like as a being, sometimes some doors can be closed properly. Like, not every situation, but I feel like most doors could be closed properly given the situation.
Right.
Like, if it was some fucked up shit and I was the one who decided to, like, not deal with it anymore, move on from a person, then no, I don't need closure. But if a person screwed me over and I actually, like, really cared, then of course I would kind of need closure. But I feel like also too, we sometimes need closure from our childhood too, that we carry around with us daily, which affects our relationships that we get in, the people we associate with sometimes. So
Well, fuck all that shit. Closure, depending on what the fuck done happened, I don't really need it. I don't really care. If I move on and you still worried about it, then that's on you. Okay. If it's something like family matters, I guess it's important because you don't want to live with that shit. But if it's like a relationship, it is what it is. You should have fixed the shit. You got to be willing.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be willing. I'm not finna to chase you. And if you're not talking while the shit is good, then why the fuck you want to talk when the shit is bad? Like, when the shit left you already.
I feel like closure is
fuck that.
only needed when you're trying to move on. Nigga got comfortable. My bad. All right, what was I saying?
You feel like
All right,
closure
I
is
got it.
only when
I feel like closure is only needed when you're trying to move on from something, but you can't. So in this, it's like a roadblock. So, and because even if something might not bother, we feel like something is not as serious or significant to us, but it still affect us. But we don't want we don't want it to affect us. That's something that we need closure from. If we can't move on from it easily, then you're gonna need closure from that.
Yeah.
But with closure, a lot of old feelings come up that you don't need to revisit.
Well, see, and that's funny you say that because me and the friend that I was having this conversation with, we was disagreeing. I'm one of those people. I need closure
For everything?
not for everything because I've ghosted some people too.
Okay.
But she was coming from a standpoint of saying that I don't want us to revisit the conversation and then we end up right back in a relationship, knowing full well we need to be gone from each other.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And that's just a comfortable thing right there.
How many times y'all did that? Like we came over here to break up and now
break up to make up?
we back
Oh,
back
that
at
makeup
it.
sex be so real.
My love triangle, nigga. That's
Josh, you was about to
Love
say
triangle.
Oh, I was gonna say
didn't say that.
that closure is just it's good and bad. Like, it's good to get closure, but I feel like all closure is a thing that people make up when they need an excuse for not being able to accept how things are.
Thank you.
Like, if I can't accept reality, I'm not gonna get over it and quit, having a pity party for myself. I need closure. I need closure. I'm just gonna.
It depends, though. I feel like it depends.
I feel like
Well,
it does depend.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
gonna say it don't.
but the times when it's just annoying is when, like, okay, maybe you're being a pussy.
Okay, so if a person then got molested when they was a child, right? And they haven't gotten closure with that, the person whoever did that denying it, saying that they make it seem like it's you and it's not them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gonna need closure from that because you spent your whole life feeling like you did something wrong, or it was me. I should never did this. I should never did that. Or why me? You gonna need closure to move on from that and to have a successful relationship. Honestly, because you ain't gonna be able to have one without that.
Now, see, that I agree on. That I do agree on.
I feel like I get what you're saying, but like if you look at most of the celebrities nowadays or back then, the reason why they did drugs is because they didn't have closure for certain parts of their life, like childhood.
Would have been doing that shit for fun.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, I just do drugs for a good time. Like,
Yeah, I mean, but for everybody,
seems like a
that's
blast
not
every
that.
time.
It's that coping mechanism for them to get out of the world that they lived in and try not to relive that moment with other people. So, like, but I totally get what you're saying, though.
Go ahead.
I like closure. I'm one of those people who need it, actually, especially if like if you just think you could just cut me off.
I mean, relationship wise,
yeah.
Okay, so why do you feel like you need the closure? Like, is it gonna kill you not to get it? Or are you gonna wonder all the time?
More importantly, why do you feel like you deserve it?
I didn't.
Are you entitled
Did I say
to closure?
Woo! Woo!
All right, relax.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You by yourself.
The drunk auntie that showed up.
Fuck you, nigga. God damn it.
Did I? If I said the word deserve, I definitely didn't mean to say that word.
you didn't.
I don't think.
No,
so.
you didn't.
Because
He said it.
Okay, cool. Because I don't
He
think I
said
deserve. I don't think I deserve anything.
Okay.
Right? I'm not one of those deserve guys.
Go ahead and check your privilege, sir.
But it just
you
works.
definitely did
It
say
works.
that.
Like EJ said, for me, it just works better for me going forward, especially if it was something deep, you know. And if you're leaving and I don't know why, that's an issue for me.
That's gonna because that really can like screw with you. Like,
yeah.
like what the fuck?
So that's why I'm saying, like, the things basically get talked about before you separate. If you gotta, okay, let's say, just hypothetically, okay, you and girl, y'all get in a relationship, y'all be in a relationship for, let's say, 6-7 months, okay? Y'all ain't made the year yet. Y'all ain't made the year mark yet. But you seeing that she pulling away, you kind of accepting the fact that she pulling away, and then she finally cut you off, and you like, damn, I feel away, okay? I feel away.
All right.
So, all this time, 9 chances out of 10, because I'm not going to say that they don't do it, she has probably asked you what's going on with you. She's probably asked you, like, what can I do to help? And a lot of times, as men, you don't necessarily want to accept that help. And I'm not necessarily saying that it's all men, but as the alpha in the relationship, you feel like you should be able to do everything. So accepting that from your partner or from somebody else, you don't want to necessarily take that and accept the fact that you need help or you want somebody to give you like some assistance.
In your scenario, I'm assuming that guy is just oblivious to her trying to help him.
Hey.
So when she leaves, I do think it'd be cool if she just say, "Yeah, I'm leaving you because every time I tried to help, you rejected it."
9 chances out of 10. Well, I'll say 10 out of 10 more.
That she already done said it?
She has said it multiple times to where she gets tired of saying it.
But now he needs an answer. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
because
That's what I'm saying. That's
go
the
ahead,
difference.
go ahead.
That's the difference. Like, if he was just rejecting it, like, yeah, whatever, and then now she's leaving and she's serious about this leaving, he wants to know why she's leaving now. Now that brings up a
Do
new.
you want to take that?
Because a lot of women, I don't know why. Every time I say a lot of women, and I don't be in the mode, but I feel like a lot of women, they'll say something, the issue, without actually saying the issue. If that
You
makes
been
sense.
reading the book I gave you.
First of
Well,
all, for most women,
It talks about that.
we tell you once, we tell you twice. Okay, I'm going to leave it alone for a while, but I'm going to remind you and tell you again. And I'm going to keep telling you until the point where when I finally leave you, I am fed up and I don't want to have that discussion with you anymore.
I mean, and that makes sense.
Because if you're not hearing me now, what makes me think that you're going to hear me in the end when you need that
Because
closure?
you're saying, you want to know why? And I'm going to just speak for men that act like that. You're saying what the issue, you're saying that you have a problem with this and a problem with that, but you're not leaving. So to us, yeah, she's saying that. Men will probably take that as she's just bitching, she's nagging. You know what I'm saying about every little thing.
But
you know?
women,
hold on. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't done. But so she'll.
All right, Rogaine.
Rogaine.
More like Bosley.
Hey,
Man's hair clip. Come on.
from over here, it look like I ain't the only one that need the bitch. You know what I'm saying? quiet, ain't it? All right, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and finish my statement.
You talking about me?
All right. Oh,
Got to talk about you.
but I wasn't. But no. So
I see your edge. I see it. Okay.
yeah, nigga, them baby hairs coming them bitches up nice, ain't
All right, what's the point?
it? Just saying.
The people that's
Hairline
listening is like,
still
what's
here.
going on there?
Strong.
Nigga, I tried. But no, okay, I think I remember. But
Thank God.
but so when a woman says all these things that she has a problem with certain things, right? And she's not leaving, to us it's just she's just nagging. So when a woman actually gets up the carrot, she's fed up, she's to the point to where it's over with, and she leaves.
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah, that's a new situation.
That's new to
It
us.
ain't no new situation.
No,
No.
we talking about to us.
It's
us.
a new milestone.
Right, because you're actually doing what you're saying that you're gonna do. Because you wasn't doing this
But y'all have
this whole
to think
year.
about how patient women are.
No, we
at
know.
most times.
We get it.
So if I've been giving you these chances for so long, and it's something that I don't see you so fit improving on at all, because what y'all do is y'all try for a little bit, y'all try to get over that hill, and y'all just rock at the top for a long time, and then I get tired of you rocking. I want you to come down on the hill, and y'all ain't ready. And I'm at the hill rocking with your ass, and then I'm just like, you know what, fuck this. I'm finna go back down and do something else all over again. So it's a new situation to y'all, but it's the same situation to me because I've been repeating myself.
Right, but and all I was doing, I wasn't talking about for the couple. I was talking about coming from the male standpoint of things, or how he views the whole situation.
Yeah.
So okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, God damn it. Now I feel bad.
No,
But,
okay.
I think it's because men at a deep down level, I mean, regardless of how progressive we all claim to be, I mean, I think on a really, really deep down, like, reptile brain level, we see our women as our property. You know, like, that's my woman. That's my girl. It's my property. You know, my property can bitch and moan all she wants, whatever. But when she gets up to go, now that's a real consequence.
Like that's gonna be somebody
You know,
else's.
it's like I can tune out background noise. Wah, 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 nag, nag, nag. Do this. Change yourself. Blah, 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 blah. I can tune that shit out. But when you're actually leaving, it's like,
That's action.
whoa, okay, now there's a consequence to my action.
So
I think that's where that like that bucking up comes from.
what I was gonna bring to the floor also is typically when this gets brung up like several times, like, and it's getting on your nerves and stuff, are you actively listening? Are you being coherent when it's brought up? Because typically all of that shit will bring up an argument, because believe it or not, 9 chances out of 10 the girls are gonna pick a fight because they want something to be resolved. Like,
And
you may
we're
not see it, but that fight will come out of nowhere. Your ass will be playing 2K and be like, well, shit, I mean, it's not like, you know, there's dishes to be washed in this motherfucker. It's not like, you know, bills need to be paid in this
That's
motherfucker.
because a
shit
man,
like that.
A man would take. All right, so if y'all had a conversation or a bickering about dishes, so just like you said,
And then it escalates.
I got up here and you know, like she was complaining about me washing the dishes.
Mhm.
Like, you know, she come home, the dishes clean, but it's something else. Now she's not complaining about the dishes because they already washed. Now it's another problem. So that's when men be like, dude, she's nagging when she's probably not nagging. So it's probably something that she's been saying the whole week, but he just finally decided, hey, you know, I'm going to go ahead and wash these dishes so she can chill the fuck out and all that shit. But
That's when you get the, I just think it's funny how, and the shit just keep.
you use the
Keep going.
dishwasher instead of washing it when I just bought a whole
You
bottle of
didn't rinse
Dawn.
the damn dishes before you put them in the dishwasher. Now all the food is still stuck to the like, it's real shit. But you gotta listen. Go ahead.
So I was gonna ask y'all, how many times do you guys repeatedly try to get closure for someone? Like, how many times?
To give it or get it.
Get it? Like, have you ever been in a situation where you try to get closure for someone and y'all end up in the same argument? It leads you back in the same place, and then you try all over again. So how many times would you try from a certain person to get closure?
A certain person. Well, I guess I can. I mean, I talk about me. My last relationship, I don't think I needed closure from that because I feel like it was there because we broke up. You know, I spoke about this on the last show. If y'all listen, you know, I had my whole little playlist, my little Isley Brother playlist going and everything. You know, nigga trying to cry. You know what I'm saying? Nigga just playing shit, just
Just watching Jack sink into the ocean when his Titanic sinks.
You know
It's
what I'm
like
saying?
trying to
You
squeeze
know,
out a
just-
tear.
Don't care about that. It's Ricky getting shot. That's what y'all care about, right?
it depends on the type of nigga you fucking with. You dealing with Ray. You know what I'm saying? From over there. You dealing with Ray from over there in Highland Hills. Yeah, that's that nigga there. And that's type of, you know, bitches love niggas like that. But yeah, like for us dealing with a man, like shit is different. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to express my emotions. I didn't want it to happen, but it needed to happen. So for its closure, I don't know. I don't think I seeked salt. Yeah, cause I said sunk. I don't know why the fuck I said sunk. But what's crazy, I'm from here. I don't know, like I'm from here. I ain't grew up where you grew up at, but
Same with her.
you know.
She country as hell, and she from her.
And I did say here, so you know, nigga.
I'm not from her.
Yeah, I would have said if I would have said her.
Missouri.
Yeah, but I guess it depends, man. Like when you realize certain shit that okay, yeah, I could have did this, I could have did that, or this. Pretty much when you realize shit it wasn't long term. If you understand, if you in a serious relationship and y'all break up and it wasn't long term, you'll be fine. Coming from my standpoint, like this is just coming from me because nothing is gonna last forever. You with a person, y'all together, y'all in love. Hold it, auntie,
Okay.
auntie Shauna.
All right. Shauna. DTP hustle.
See, I don't know why. Every time I hit them pauses, go ahead.
Okay. So, damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, now he forgot.
I'm gonna take these red cups from y'all. But to answer your question, you were saying how often do we give an opportunity for closure?
Yes.
Oh, it's in any relationship. I think every relationship, especially if it's a serious one, is due for one at least. You know, I may not necessarily need it, but if you need it in order to move on, because granted, like I said, I have ghosted people in the past, but that's just some shit you did that I did when I was in my teens and early 20s.
So you been married since you was 24, right?
25.
25, my bad.
When you're an adult and you realize how shit can fuck with people, you know. Now, granted, it's sometimes people just so toxic that you don't even need to be in the same room with them no more.
Period.
Yeah, get the hell on in that situation. But if it was been an okay relationship, you still got a genuine love and care for this person. Yo, man, get that person some closure at least one time. Now, if they come back, then we're going back to what Josh was saying.
Then we fucking.
I mean,
if you need it more than one time, and we having to revisit this conversation, like, yo, we talked about this last Monday. Like, now you're taking advantage of it.
okay.
So no, I give you one chatting session on the way out the door, and we out.
Okay. So I guess I can agree with that.
Yeah.
At least one last talk to where like we don't need to have 50 talks after this. Like get that over. Period. But what I was gonna say is because you said that if it was a serious relationship, like if you invested time, blah blah blah, like so y'all niggas just getting in relationships and not trying to invest.
Well, no, I said if it was a serious relationship, because sometimes you get into relationships and them bitches don't be serious. You be wanting, like, you be like, okay, you know, like this person cool. I might can see this going here and there, but it doesn't turn out to be that way.
So
Okay, so doesn't that stop at like a dating phase, like not a relationship, but just dating when you can't see you and another person being together and it's just cute?
But it once again, I'm talking for like I'm just being open-minded to everybody because a lot of people get into relationships because they're lonely, they want to be with somebody, and shit like that. So I'm talking about the whole spectrum of everything.
That's true, friend. That's true.
Yeah, that's a show.
Love After Lockup. Yes, it's a show. It's these people that be in.
Oh,
prison.
was that the show where the lady they had a relationship talking through the toilet or some shit?
Yeah, no, that's Jailbirds.
Oh, okay.
Shit. Jailbirds is so fucking good.
I have
So
nothing
fucking
to say
good.
about TV.
Jailbirds is on Netflix.
I gotta start watching some shows.
Nigga, I
You can actually
don't
binge
watch
watch
nothing
that
though.
shit.
I ain't in a relationship. I don't watch nothing.
You
I don't know
binge watch
none
that
of the
shit.
show.
It's 30-minute episodes, but shit's good. Okay.
What were you about to say though? What were you about to say though? Son?
Hell, I forgot.
I'm a
He
changed
was talking
man,
about
nigga.
talking to the toilet. Then niggas was talking about, oh yeah, I was talking on the bowl. Like that shit was everything. I'm sorry. What was we talking
I
about?
have no idea. We were
All right, we go.
If you want to move on,
Oh, so like the whole, like just like she said, like that shit should be cut off in the dating phase. And like right now, I don't feel like nobody's dating anymore. Everybody want to fuck. So like you want to get to the end result. Ain't nobody like taking them out. Ain't nobody really chilling like that. Like
I feel like it's a lot of that going on.
I feel like you need to catch the vibe of a person first before, and I'm sorry, before you actually like get in the bed with that person, because you okay, so I read a lot of philosophy shit and like spiritual shit, and like from what I like have read, like you basically giving your energy to that person and you don't know what kind of shit they giving back to you. And that's not just including like STDs and all that bullshit, but like you hopping in a sack with somebody just because, oh, you look good, or just because you smell good, or just because you got a little bit of money, or just because you took me out to eat. That bullshit. Like,
or you just want to fuck.
Or you just want to fuck. But when does that shit stop? Like, we ain't doing nothing on this earth but getting older and killing time. So, like, why not make beneficial relationships or actually get into something and see if it's worth even spending that time?
But
because
you know,
you're
do
gonna waste your
Sean,
time.
You can have beneficial relationships with a person without being. You can't hear me?
I can hear you now. When you turn to me.
I don't know why that whole changed. Do you not know that you can have beneficial relationships with a person that without actually being in a relationship?
That's not true.
It is.
I
It
mean, it is.
Well, because I'm gonna get into it, because a relationship is just mean you just seclusive to the other person that you with, right?
Okay.
But relationships can mean like different things to different people. But having a friendship in a relationship to where y'all have an understanding and y'all know that y'all not trying to be in a serious relationship because y'all got your own shit that y'all trying to do, and y'all working on y'all selves. I feel like that without having like the title, I feel like people can really go far without just being secluded to just that one person.
And I agree, but when sex gets in the mix, that's when shit fucks up.
Sex changes
because
things.
you get feelings attached, and as many times as anybody say, like, no strings attached, like, oh, I'm not really looking for nothing, but if I fall into something, I'll take. That's bullshit,
nigga. We
like,
know
if you not really looking for nothing, then just say that. If you gonna say that you just fucking, don't sit up here and spend your time on courting a person, like trying to seriously date them, because there's people out there that will just fuck for nothing.
But you know why people move quickly though, and they go ahead and jump into the relationship and
Go
shit
ahead.
without the whole dating process, because they dating other people.
True.
You know, and you trying to compete.
True.
because everybody is always talking to somebody.
Trying to compete.
Everybody is talking to somebody.
Let me
man.
show this person that I'm not afraid of commitment. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny though is the divorce rate is plummeting now. Like the baby boomer generation, like everyone at this table, I'm going to assume we're all about the same age. Our parents, when you hear that horrible statistic of half of all marriages end in divorce, that was true.
It was.
Yeah. Now that us millennials are getting married, the divorce rate has fallen by 80%.
Because we're not getting married like that.
No. Because we're having sex early in the relationship. You fuck up front, and then people decide, and then they become friends for a long time without getting married, and then they get married, and now those types of people who fuck up front, they're friends with benefits, they've known each other for a long time, then they get married. those marriages are rock fucking solid.
Even though it's a 20-year span.
And even though the scientists who did this study that I was reading,
Are these white scientists or black scientists?
I don't know, it was in an issue of Cosmo. But
White.
Definitely white.
But
Definitely white.
they said
this
that
was
they're
the
going to have
Ebony, we talking.
they're not going to know the exact numbers until all of us are dead.
Right.
That's specifically what they said. But
I can see that because I've had a lot of friends that like I work with, and I'm like, okay, so how did y'all get started? And we're like, oh yeah, we was friends with benefits first, and then we friends, and then we just
Do bitches really say friends with benefits, or they just say, you know, they don't just say friends? They don't just say
or
friends?
fuck buddy.
That was your little friend.
Or or my little friend.
To add
They
to-
say, oh.
to add to what
friend.
to add to what Josh was saying, I think people also get married later too, versus those baby boomers. They was getting married
way
at like
later.
18, 19.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
But like,
That's true.
I think most people are getting married around 28 to 35 now.
Yeah, but
Which it should be, man, because you need to enjoy like your 20s and shit. Then when you mature and then you get out of certain stages,
Yeah.
then you realize way more shit than you did in your 20s.
And you
you
passed the
know?
whole phase.
Need to go fuck everything.
Everybody gonna need that
Test
whole
drive
phase, bro.
everybody.
the bottom
And then
line is
save 'em.
3 times.
the bottom line is fuck all those boomers who said we don't know what the fuck we're doing, and now all of a sudden our divorce rate is a third of what yours is, and we've just gotten started.
Compared to
But
what?
I
I'm
do-
sure they had a lot of more metrics.
Now, I read that same article. I'm not sure what article you read, but I read those same stats. But I've always wondered, like, what if they just did the test too early?
But you gotta think about
Like
it.
niggas on their second year of marriage.
We're gonna be together forever.
Like,
You gotta
nigga, y'all
think
2
about
years
it,
in.
too. You gotta think about it too.
That sounds
We
like some
also
retarded
take a
shit a millennial
long
would say.
time
Well,
to get
we're
married.
gonna be together forever.
Like I said, you got to think about it too. We also take a longer time to get like longer relationships. It's like you get to year 5, year 6. I mean, some people have waited to year 10, and they finally like, okay, now we finally want to be together and put a ring on it.
That's
Like,
because they've been fucking through all that shit, bro. And it's like they got that shit out their system, so now they ready to settle down. Or you the only motherfucker that's gonna accept their ass for who they are.
Whoa.
That's, no, you the only one that's gonna accept them for who they are, cause like they out here fucking. All right, coming from a man's point, they out there fucking and shit like that, and you still there. So they doing all that shit. They getting all that, releasing shit. And it's like, you know what? I got a good woman at the house.
It sounds like the Gucci Keisha effect.
Well, I'm just speaking for the niggas y'all didn't talk about.
I want to ask a question on something, because you asked a question. I like it was kind of off the wall. I want to ask one too.
What you got?
So I saw this just scrolling through Facebook on the toilet. There was don't fucking look at me like you guys don't do that shit. Fuck you. Like everyone listening is probably listening to this podcast on the toilet. Like, anyway,
Or driving.
but there was one of my friends on Facebook who I only keep around as a friend for like all the cringy horse shit she posts, But she posted this thing. It was like this bitch. She was sitting on a curb and holding a cardboard sign. It was one of those, like activists type posts, and it said, "How about instead, like, or why are we still telling women to choose better when we should be telling men to act better?" And then there was just an army of twats who commented on it, being
Whoa.
like, you preach it, sister, you preach it, sister. And I'm like, okay, why are we like celebrating this like abdication of responsibility? And I don't know, like, what do you guys think about that? Like let's stop telling women to choose better and start telling men to act better.
Quick segue.
What?
When I listen to y'all show, Josh be dropping off some problematic ass gems. And I'll just be like, God damn. He is not afraid. He be calling bitches. He be saying twats. Like, damn.
That's Josh, man.
Guess they don't notice me, huh? Like,
No. Your ass too.
Oh, no, listen,
Your ass too. But like,
listen to EJ when it's disrespectful credit. I say shit too.
nah, nigga, I be calling them bitches, nigga.
it's your show. It's your show.
I be calling them bitches,
So
dog.
automatically people coming for y'all niggas. But
Hey.
like when he chime in, I'll be like, what the fuck is he gonna
Hey,
say now?
all I'm saying is, like, it might be their show, but I'll talk into my microphone so whatever the fuck I want, you know?
And we said numerous amount of times, a lot of people tune in. Well, I don't know if they tune in, but they love Josh.
They definitely love Josh.
We get numerous amount of emails about the man Josh.
See,
Crazy.
people just like the bad guy. I'll be the bad guy. I don't care.
So
I don't get that love, bro. Damn.
I want to talk about that too.
Who's
Mark.
Billie Eyelash?
You could put a bookmark there.
You getting a fucking cosign. You getting.
Hey, no, hey.
Come on now.
Hey,
Can we get to Josh what Josh was talking about?
It's
Come
us.
on now.
We're getting the cosign.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
You
how I
getting
threw,
a fucking
like how I threw you in there, hoe, right?
So you
Appreciate
getting
it. Thank you, EJ.
I was supposed to say, you getting a fucking cosign. You're getting acknowledged, okay? Goddamn.
Josh, what was your question?
Oh my God.
I'm not saying those words.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Hey,
I've only had so much alcohol.
Right.
Basically, your question is like, why are we asking
Yeah.
people to?
No.
I already get what your question
No,
was.
it's not the fact that it was said. Like it's a legitimate thing to say, right? Like it's totally legitimate. Like, why don't men have more responsibility? Cool, got it, great. But the thing that like made me go like, what the fuck was the dramatic overcorrection of the responsibility, right? It's like, why do we keep telling women to choose better? Shouldn't we be telling men to act better? And it's like the backlash of someone, and granted, it was probably one of these fucking men's rights activists, those fucking weirdos. Like they were like, well, shouldn't they both have? Like, yeah, you fucking asshole. Of course they should. But like the backlash was against anybody who suggested that the female might have some responsibility
right.
in that equation.
When it comes to that,
And everyone was just like, fuck you, you pig. I imagine that's what their voice sounded like.
right. But
I think what.
oh,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I think what people got to get away from, and I like this question. People got to get away from blaming the other one. Everybody blames the other one. We do it 1,000 times on this podcast. Women do this, men do this, but people rarely realize that you a fuck up. Everybody in this room is the bad guy in somebody's story.
Right, because that's facts.
There's somebody that remembers your ass from 4th grade.
It's church.
And said, I would never fuck with that person again.
You're not gonna be perfect in everybody's
You know what
eyes,
I'm saying?
That
except for that nigga Nick.
Crayons in elementary school.
That nigga Nick. He a good guy. I said, except for that nigga Nick.
What does the woman think? Can we get like the one person who could shine some light onto this? Because we're just talking out of our asses. What do you think?
She ain't important.
Whoa.
I said that because she a
when
woman.
You don't want to use that VR porn no more. Yeah, I'm very important. When you don't want to use that hand no more. Thank you.
Nigga, you definitely important.
Thank you.
You definitely important.
Thank you.
This episode is brought to you by Jergens.
And boxing gloves.
Hold on, nigga.
They be sparring the whole episode. Pay-per-view.
I personally think, like what TJ said, like it shouldn't be that way where other person blames the other person, but it always happens. But I think, there is this old time gloom over women's heads of how we should act as women, and like we're kind of groomed to always be in relationships and do these things from like older decades of what we should be doing as women. And I feel like sometimes women feel that men have dropped that old time glimmer
And
from past decades that our grandparents have created for us in our mind frame, and it doesn't work in this
right. So
the
you said a good
us.
point, D. You said that man has dropped the traditional way, but women is still holding on to the traditional way.
We're taught that.
Yeah, because y'all right. Because most, I say probably 6-7 times out of 10, the woman has her mom
in her
more
life
than the guy has his dad in his life.
Yeah.
So we out here, we in the real world, and we going through it. And women, you taught to do this. You taught to be independent. You taught to you can want a man, but you should never need a man. Like y'all taught shit like that. And when it coming to the women activists about men should do this and men should do that, women should start accepting more. Because if you accept from a different, if you accept versus what you're taking in, you're not gonna get certain type of people. So you have to exclude certain people
I
out
feel
of.
like that role would just have to be dropped. Like that role that we kind of put genders in would have to be dropped if you want someone to accept more or do more, because there are certain people, like I said, your grandmothers, your mother, your great grandmothers are teaching you like, oh, you know, your man's supposed to do this for you, your man's supposed to do that for you, your man's supposed to do this for you, and that's how we're taught to see things. And there's a lot of women that do not like that gender role. Like, if you bring to the table, I'm going to bring XYZ to the table, but that needs to be a discussion that you have before you jump into a relationship with someone.
That's what rubbed me the wrong way about that whole thing is what you said, like the roles. Is because like when they say women to choose better, like and men to act better, I think those are just, it's like comparing apples to oranges, because like you want to like
courting thing, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
it's like that courting,
I
romanticized.
I hear you.
Know,
Fantasy shit.
But
yeah.
The thing about the female role is that they are the choosers. Like, men are peacocks. We're gonna like show what we have, but like it's kind of up to the girl who wins. You know what I mean?
I kind of would like my mate to actually choose back too, because if you're just choosing and that other person is just showing what he has, then when I need you to choose me down the line, you're gonna do the same thing all over again.
How can you choose somebody when you're not chose?
Well, that's the thing, because like I can choose whoever I want, but like it's a two-way thing. You know what I mean? But like women are the choosers. Like they should choose,
because we can't fuck without y'all consent.
Well, I think what she's getting at is the fact that a lot of guys will say, okay, you know, Pikachu, I choose you. But then after a while, it's like, I kind of want a Squirtle. Like, I kind of want a Bulbasaur. I kind of want something else.
Pikachu wasn't,
but
like you just said, it wasn't. It's a fantasy.
But that's the thing, though. If you sitting up here like saying that you choose her, you need to actually know like why you're choosing her.
With Josh's question, and you guys don't have kids, right?
Kid free.
We got dogs, though.
Congratulations, y'all.
I'm trying to wait as long as possible.
We got puppies, though.
Let's just say, for instance, you get your first child, and it's a girl, right? And you're raising your daughter, and she's like 14. Okay. Are you up until that point, even after this point, are you, now that she's interested in dating, well, at least interested in boys, I should say, are you telling her to choose the guy, or are you telling her to just know the guy should be better, or do you want her to be able to look at a lineup of guys and say, no, this guy is good, this guy's bad? I would
want her to look at a lineup of guys, because honestly, like as women, we're taught, and especially as black women, we're taught to settle for the first guy.
Y'all taught that?
Yes, and you stay with that person for a long time. Like, I don't think people really think about that, but women are really taught to like find a mate, find your first mate. Sometimes you settle and you pick with that, and that's why earlier when I was saying that we stay and we stick around for so long, it's that concept of, hey, you stay, you stick, you fight, you build with somebody, and it gets better from there. That's what it's taught. But I would want her to look at a lineup of different people
and be able to choose.
A lineup.
And be able to choose. And be able to choose.
So I think that's like what your question was going towards. Like you want your daughters to be able to choose, right?
Exactly.
Because I think that question, or the person that posted that, was insinuating that no, women can do whatever the fuck they want to do. Guys just need to be better.
But,
you know.
But again, it has to be a mutual thing, because I feel like sometimes as guys, you guys get stuck because you're not able to verbally express yourself. So you stay stuck in a situation sometimes, like women do, and not actually say like, hey, I'm missing this. Hey, I need this. Hey, that, like, or verbalizing it.
Well, there you go. Like, you know, you just said, like, you know, EJ gets in trouble all the time horribly for saying a lot of women, you know, and it's like that's for making like broad generalizations that don't apply to everybody. Well, like, you know, I mean, I feel like that happens a lot on the other side too. Like, guys just don't blank. I say, fuck you. I'm me. And if someone's going to, not you personally, and I'm not saying you. You just gave me that look like you. I'm just saying.
She give me that look all the time, too.
Like, okay, I was just making sure.
It's a little cross-eyed look.
She always look displeased anytime I say something.
It's just her
I was
face,
say,
but
if
it's
someone's
definitely
gonna,
a look.
if someone's
It's a
gonna
look,
make a
friend.
broad sweeping generalization and include me in that broad sweeping generalization, like that person can go fuck themselves because
Most def.
that's I'm
But-
me. Like, cause look, it. All I'm getting at is like there's a spectrum. Like like not men, not women, not whatever people. Some people are great. And some people are pieces of shit. And it's like, if you are attracted to pieces of shit, there's something wrong with you.
But a lot of women won't admit that they are attracted to pieces of shit, and they wonder why they keep finding themselves in piece of shit situations.
Go off, Queen.
Uh,
Go off.
I'm just glad I wasn't the one to
No,
trigger this.
because the niggas stating facts.
I'm
But
not
go
helping
ahead.
Niggas are attracted to pieces of shit too.
Niggas like pussy.
Duh.
Guess what?
That's what niggas like.
Y'all go for the looks first, and then everything else fall into that category. And baby, everything under beauty be cracked. as
Okay.
fuck sometimes.
You know what, D?
So,
So you said that man goes based off of looks first, right?
Get him.
What,
That's what you said?
Hey, what I say about the sparring gloves?
Hold on. It's cool.
Get him.
Here they go.
So if a man goes based off of looks when he first meet a
I feel my
person,
best, but he be
it's cool because you got to back shit
No,
up.
let him have it. Fuck him.
When you can't say that a man just goes based off of look when he first meets a person because that's what everybody
How many
does.
ugly bitches have you dated?
Once again, I was
Answer it.
no because I
Be
wasn't-
honest.
nigga. I can
Thank
answer
you.
this shit. Let me get my shit out
Answer it.
first.
Come on.
Because I'm gonna finish my fucking sentence first, and then I can
Today,
answer
Junior.
y'all shit.
Today, Junior.
All right,
Come on.
put them Earl Camels in the rubber band, nigga. I'm hanging off your head. Put them Earl Camels up, nigga. All right. God damn it, nigga.
Gotta stop.
So for
Nah,
the men
I
that
got
work,
it.
how many ugly
No.
bitches have you dated? I'll say
Nigga, yeah, there are a few of them. Yeah.
Here's the thing. This how partners got to do it. Like, you got to ask me how many he's dated.
Cause mine gonna be different. Mine gonna be different, nigga.
Let's do it.
Because he's going to say all of them were bad.
So
I'll be like,
how many ugly bitches have EJ
I'm not doing that.
No, of
I'm
course
doing
not.
that.
No, of course we're not doing that. But no, we're gonna get to the situation at hand. The first question was, you say that niggas go based off of looks, but everybody goes based off of looks when you first meet a person because you don't know the fucking person that you're talking
Not
to.
true.
No, it is fact. If
Some
you,
people got smooth ass. Ugly niggas got
Once-
smooth game.
All right, well then
I understand
go
that.
find an ugly guy and fuck him. Then if you're
Confidence is
so
a motherfucker.
self-righteous.
that's all you need. But
Confidence
no,
is a
I'm
motherfucker.
saying when you first meet a person, right? When you first meet a person, you ain't never had a conversation with this person. You're going based off of looks. You're gonna say, "Oh man, I like this about this person. I like that about this person."
Nah.
Yes, you are.
Nah.
So you're gonna be like sit across the motherfucking room and say, "Man, this nigga right here look like he have a good conversation." That's what you're gonna say. Ah, this nigga look like he take care of his kids right here.
So I am the approach.
No, nigga, answer the fucking question.
So I.
D, answer the question. You want me to answer the question right?
Your
Nah.
nerves,
It's
okay?
too late. A nigga been
Calm
drinking.
your
You can't.
goddamn nerves.
A nigga can't
First
control it
of
now.
all, I am
Look,
the
I'm-
approach.
I'm just thinking about the listeners. Keep going. This is good content.
I am the approachee, and sometimes I get approached. So if I approach somebody, it does not seem like based off that look. It's really confidence. It's that outside confidence, and I don't think a lot of people realize that. But if you come to me and I see you approach me in a certain type of way, I'm not gonna talk to you. If I look at you and you seem like you're the most confident person in the room, or like I see something that's funny, I like conversation. So if I see you do something funny from afar away, then that's it. Kind of sometimes for me, so it's not always.
So what's something funny? Like a nigga tripped over his shoestrings or something?
Really? So how many objectively ugly people have you had sex with?
That's
I got a few.
you got a lot, nigga. I'm sure you
Good.
got a lot.
Good for you.
Bitches fuck ugly niggas.
Yeah, like ugly niggas still get it. It's confidence. Like if you lacking that, then you just lacking it. I'm sorry.
Well, we do got it.
At least,
I'm finna say, yeah, we
at
do
least
got-
she's honest. I
nigga
mean,
beat
like,
to it.
I mean, I hate to say it, but EJ, you kind of
Alright.
like danced around it. But like, I'll answer your question for every guy.
We gotta change
Because
the
like the,
camera. We gotta
because
change the
the,
camera, y'all.
Okay.
because here's
We
the
gotta change the
Give
camera
us
lens.
the receipt.
We gotta
here's
change the camera lens, Josh.
here's the
Oh.
well, it's okay. This is to her. Like, who cares about the people at home? Like the answer to your question.
I do.
I don't.
It is a show.
Look, they got us a cosign.
I don't. Hey,
Hello.
I'm not. They don't pay me to care. Like, no. Look, the answer.
I will.
The answer to your question is we've all. No guy has dated a girl that he finds unattractive, but he's fucked plenty of them.
So, okay, I also have a guy friend. So tell me if this is taboo.
Really? I thought that answer would have gotten a little bit more.
All right,
like,
yeah,
attraction.
finna change it. Finna change it.
It's
So,
like, I think that's the real answer.
No, that is a real answer.
We
We talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah,
when we had,
the real
Sid
answer.
and Bay.
Are we back on the video? I'm just kidding, people at home. I love you, but the answer to that is no guy has dated a girl that he's found unattractive, but he's fucked plenty of them. Like that's it. Like
Facto.
duh.
Right.
Like I will drink till you're hot.
And that's what niggas do. But like, you know what?
What were you gonna say, D?
So okay,
She do got a smooth edge
I
up.
got
You know what I'm saying?
homegirl, well, homeboy.
We find shit. We just find shit. Be like, you know what? Damn, man. I like her belly button ring.
She got a boosie face.
I wonder who
so
D
you
was gonna say.
feeling it? What the fuck?
Like she's got really strong hands.
No. What is that? Okay.
So I just want to know what you guys think. So I had a conversation with my friend a while ago, and he was talking about fucking girls. He was like, he would never stay in a relationship with a girl that has good pussy, because he knows that like when it's time for him to leave or get out of a relationship, he gonna be stuck. So
I hate when people say that. No, I hate when people say that because that's a lie.
It is. Because you're not leaving no good pussy.
Yeah, you ain't. I hate when people say that.
Like he said, he only fuck girls that only got average pussy.
You know, he
That shit
lying.
don't make no
He
fucking
lying.
sense.
What is okay? Hold on. Just coming from a white perspective, what is good pussy?
You mean coochie?
what's-
You mean twats?
What's
So
the,
you don't know what good?
no?
pussy
I'm
is?
saying, what's the definition of good
Okay,
pussy?
So I'm out of that.
So pretty
territory.
much a person.
No, I was confused. I was like, how he don't know what good pussy is? Like, that confused me.
But no, so
I got some good pussy sitting right over there. I'm just saying, like, what's your definition?
I
What's your
didn't even know.
definition of good pussy?
A bitch that just can fuck?
No, it might be different for every
It's
man.
different for women from what it is
Yeah,
for
like-
men.
like,
so
does-
the
you should be
perspective
answering.
is different.
Because
So I shouldn't be
does that just
answering
mean the sex is good?
Yeah, basically. the
Yeah,
sex
that's
is
because
good, bro.
a bitch be like, I got this good pussy. I'd be like, it's alright.
Do it gotta be like mac and cheese?
it. So what is good pussy to y'all?
No, nigga, they just asked you the answer.
No,
I
she
can't
can't.
answer.
Oh, okay.
She don't have
It's
sex with
because
women.
it's
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
if-
what's,
I know.
Because she doesn't have it.
Give the answer. So,
so would you ever say that I ain't got no good pussy?
What?
Would you ever say that I ain't got no good pussy?
No.
Exactly. So you know. So to you know what good pussy is, right?
Yeah, but first of all, like that's
Like,
not
that's
one of
not what?
those things that I'd be like, oh yeah, nigga, I got some good pussy. Like I'd rather show you than gloat about the shit.
Right. But you know that.
Yeah,
so
but, you
in
know,
your
confidence
mind, you know
is
you got
sexy.
some good pussy.
Yeah. Like,
All right. Coming. We gonna tackle
I
it.
got
we
big
can tackle
pussy
this
energy
question, then we gotta
too.
go.
So yeah, let's continue. So what is it to you?
I mean,
got
I
that
mean,
VP.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what the fuck VP is. VIP?
She just said it.
I
Big
said
pussy.
BP.
Oh,
Big
very-
pussy. She's
I don't know.
Best pussy.
spilling
Oh,
oil everywhere.
BP.
VP.
Never heard of it.
Barrels of oil.
I mean, it's like coming from a nigga. It's like, okay, so you got fucking, and I mean good pussy. Like to a lot of niggas, good pussy is a bitch just getting wet. You know, like she her shit is, it ain't loose. She still got her walls intact. You know what I'm saying? So she a look.
Yeah.
She fuckable. She look tight. She ain't loose, and she get wet.
See,
Pretty good.
See,
she got wet pussy.
I think you're taking the term "good pussy" way too literal because, like, every pussy is good pussy. Every.
I don't know about that.
No. Listen to me.
Nigga,
Listen.
I didn't know, Josh. 'Cause I
Listen to
I
me.
got in some shit and said
I
I'm
ain't
good.
even part of
me.
that clique.
I got an
and we
answer.
gonna have to
Listen
take
to
your
me.
pussy card. 'Cause
Listen
what?
to me.
What?
Go ahead,
Listen to me. Every last vagina on the face of the earth is good, but what comes with it is what makes the difference.
I'm glad you said it because my answer was gonna be like
everybody's sex ain't anything.
what good sex is, and for me it would be some good pussy. But like what's happening in the act.
Right.
What are you doing?
Like, if you scratching on my back while I'm digging in that motherfucker.
Oh, what? Make me
look. This some good pussy.
Oh no! Make me think that I'm digging in that motherfucker. Hey, that's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
Boosting y'all egos.
What she say?
She said boosting our egos.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah,
What's wrong with that?
that's what nigga like. Cause y'all, all right. So check this out. Check this out. No, check this out. So
He said, or make him feel like
exactly because
But listen, because ain't women the ones that be like, if he ain't looking at me like this, I don't need him.
right. No, cause
No shit.
many of women.
What if I just grabbed your butt like, how hard and flat is that?
Many of women feel like
if you don't gas me, I don't need him.
if you don't say certain shit, if you don't do certain shit while they giving you head, then your head is trash, right? They want you to be looking at them, like you got to make certain movements or say like
that eye so locked.
exactly why you giving head, so like to you feel like your head is trash, right? But a nigga who is happy to be getting head, he'll make it seem like, man, you giving the best head in the world when your bitch ass really a 4.5.
Positive reinforcement's crucial.
I said bitch ass. Damn, that was a little. I ain't never said that before. It's a little vulgar.
Are you just taking head and not teaching the way that it needs to be done?
Oh, we definitely can have conversations after it. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta jump to this.
Y'all gonna compare notes after? No, nigga.
Nah, cause
It's Simon Says in this motherfucker. Why the fuck are you getting to your climax with mediocre shit?
who said you get into your climax?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Listen, what some
That's
women
what
don't
I'm
know.
saying.
Like, niggas fake it too.
But I'm saying you get all the way through the shit. But what?
No, nigga, you be like, that's why I be like, hey, I'm good, cause a nigga normally get up and then he be like, you know what, if the head not good, he'll get up, then he have sex with the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
With the bitch.
Oh.
I don't say bitch, so it's always just funny when you be saying it. I be like, all right,
I'm talking to the homies, bro.
yeah, go for it, bro.
I'm
It's cool.
talking to the homies.
I didn't say stop doing it.
You know what I'm saying,
Like-
bro?
Like, the thing is, I say bitch all the time, but I never mean it, and it's always so fucking hilarious when like you hear someone mean it. It makes me laugh so
But
hard. I love it.
I never say bitch. I never call a bitch like outside of the show.
Okay, I was about to say.
All right.
That's
So
what
we-
I
I was
was
about to
Hey,
say,
but you know
got
what?
a lot of bitches on this damn show.
We got to move on. Though,
I say
bro.
bitch a lot.
Hey, I've been trying to get here for about 30 minutes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I hope this person is still listening.
She probably not. We done said bitch quite a few times.
But we got an email from a
Sorry, girl,
listener.
they rude.
Accountability. It's never.
Never us.
All right, but salute to you, Chantel. Chantel wrote into the show. She has a question. I thought this was pretty dope. She says it's called Broken Engagement. Hi, IBTWPodcast. I have a girlfriend that was in a long-distance relationship for 3 years. She eventually ended up moving to be with her fiance. Upon moving, she discovered that he had lied about several different things, like other women, his job, family circumstances. They called off the wedding, and she ended up moving back home to her state. Her fiance is requesting that she give the ring back. Should she give the ring back, or should she keep it for all her pain and suffering? Thank you, Chantel, for that.
How much is it worth?
Yeah, so y'all want the women me to answer first?
Yeah, you go first.
I think she should give the ring back because you're not marrying that person anymore. And I know, like, even though time was invested, it's hard. But if you're not gonna actually like marry that person, what's the point of you keeping the ring? Like, it's a symbol of you moving forward with someone and not moving back. So for me, if it was me, I would get a ring back.
Nah, I think it's like a deposit. You know,
Nigga, a
Oh,
deposit.
you don't get your deposit back?
A deposit.
down
A
payment
deposit
and
is
shit.
only valid when you have something, nigga.
Down payment and shit. Goddamn.
Yo, that's a good
Yeah,
one,
a
John.
deposit is only valid if you purchase something.
Yeah, if
Don't
you-
keep it.
I'm
so if
giving
you don't
a
go
deposit
through
when
with it,
I'm
you lose
moving.
your deposit. You know,
Right, but if I ain't standing in this bitch for a year, bitch, give me my deposit back. I ain't moved in that motherfucker.
No, but you only get your, like, if you get into an apartment, you only get your deposit back if you moved out.
But I never moved in.
But no, that's why people take deposit. A lot of people take deposit. Like, say when you're an entrepreneur, you take a deposit because if you back out of the business
You
or
don't
back
want
out the
your
business
time
deal,
wasted.
you wasting my time.
another word is earnest money.
I mean,
Right,
Mariah
right,
Carey
right.
did get money from her ex-fiance for wasting her time. So I mean, she did get that coin for doing that.
Right.
But I don't know. For me, it's you're not really moving.
But why you want to
it's
keep
not
on to
money,
a ring
it's
to
a
where you're
ring.
not married though? A ring symbolizes marriage, right? But you're not married, so why do you want to hang on to the ring?
But at a pawn shop, that fucking
Exactly.
.05 carat ring
So that
means like
means-
50
What
bucks.
if it's not a 0.5 carat and it was 100?
No, and matter of fact, that means if you want to pawn the ring, then the fucking relationship wasn't shit to begin with. So what are you holding on to the ring for? For money, collateral?
The money.
The money, bro.
But
It's a deposit.
so a nigga.
I ain't against her getting her money back, bro. Like
I ain't against that at all. So that means that a nigga should just give a bitch $2,000, $3,000 instead of a ring.
I'm thinking if he was as full of shit as he was, he didn't spend that much money on it.
Do it the Mariah Carey way and take money instead of keeping the ring. Like you give me my money for you wasting my time, like she did. Honestly,
We ain't getting married. We ain't getting married. So that I can just say, hey, you can get this dick. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a ring, instead of money.
No,
Dick is free.
because
Biggest nigga.
here's where the nuance is. Here's where the nuance is. She should definitely give that ring back. But if I were her, I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because for all the reasons I just said.
Right, money. Like, so that means
I'm just saying the right thing to
So-
do is for her to give the ring back. I'm just saying if I were her, I wouldn't.
So, I'm going to say the moral thing would be to give the ring back.
that's not even more though.
Listen, the moral thing would be to give the ring back because all that you have been through, all that you have, put into invested time, all this shit. You know what? I won't even say 9 out of 10. Half of the time, more than likely, if it's an emotional thing and they don't want to be reminded of that shit, they'll probably give it back. Because, like, I don't want to be reminded of you. I don't want to remember you. I don't want to remember this time. And if it's that stressful to a woman, she's probably going to be like, you know what? Cut all motherfucking ties. But the petty side of me says, keep the motherfucker. Because that shows, okay, yes, you invested that time. You probably got a couple babies out of that shit. You done probably cleaned this nigga's dirty drawers a couple times. You done
Got one. I got one. So
you done
the
done
pain- the
all
pain
this
and
shit. You
suffering she's talking
done
about.
you done stayed up. You done cried about this motherfucker. He done left the house. Y'all done broke up to make up.
And in
all
this
this
case,
shit.
she moved to a different state for him.
She moved to a whole different state. Keep that motherfucking
Right.
ring.
So
Which
so
is
your
why-
shit.
which-
That's restitution.
which is why-
That's fucking reparations.
Ah!
Everything that you have done for this
Right.
motherfucker.
Oh my
That's-
God.
Keep that.
That's-
bitch.
that's
you
cool,
can pawn
Sean.
that bitch and get your money.
Sean, that's cool.
I
Thank
love that idea, which is why I'm a huge advocate of a symbolic engagement ring.
Well, I was gonna say that. So you spend this whole so a nigga give you a 3-carat ring, right? 3 carat, and y'all don't make it, and you be like, you know what? Fuck this nigga. I'm gonna keep this ring. Come to find out, the bitch is a Cuban
Stop
zirconia.
saying bitch. Say another word.
Nigga,
Damn.
Ho.
you on
Say
my
ho.
show? So I think I'm gonna say bitch as many times as I can. Bitch.
Yeah, you can say ho, twat, or cunt. Just don't say bitch.
But I don't say ho though. I ain't gonna say you a hoe ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say bitch. But no, like serious, serious question. But no, like so a dude give you a ring, right? And y'all don't make it, and you gonna be like, no, fuck you, ain't giving your ring back and shit like that. And so and y'all cut ties, and you finally get, you gonna be like, I'm gonna go to the pawn shop. So you go to the pawn shop, and this 3-carat ring is a fake. So now what? Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel hurt? Are you gonna feel a certain type of way after you try to pawn the ring that he gave you?
If that ring was fake, your spare tire getting cut.
Nah, I'm
You
saying.
cut your motherfucking losses because shit, that nigga did you wrong, and you was
And you
about
did
to-
him wrong.
Nah,
Right.
to do some
You
dirty
did him
shit, and
wrong.
You just be like, okay, well, shit.
nah.
That nigga was fucked up anyway.
Hey,
Goddamn it!
y'all broke even.
I made sure to cut that nigga's spare tire in the trunk of his car.
That is why I am an advocate. I'm gonna start this trend. I'm gonna start a company. I swear to God, of the symbolic engagement ring. That shit is made out of wood. That shit is made like the stone is her birthstone, or it's the stone of the zodiac symbol of when we got engaged. It's worth $50 at most, and then for our first anniversary, you get the ice.
Ice.
You know what? To be honest with you, I like that because I feel like a ring should actually mean something from the both of y'all.
Wouldn't you rather blow the 2.5 month salary, which was just a myth made up by the De Beers company in the early 1920s, because diamonds are fucking worthless objectively? Wouldn't you rather spend that $2,000 to $3,000 of inflated fake value on a fucking honeymoon?
You watch Adams Ruin Everything, huh?
I love that show.
Yeah, I was watching the
Even
same
though
thing.
you have a very good point, it's gonna be a hard time trying to get that to a lady. I'ma just let you know that.
Hey,
now.
if she won't take a symbolic ring, that bitch
Right.
just wants the money anyway.
That's really all it is. Because a real bitch.
A real bitch.
But
Isn't it funny?
He just paused right after it too. That was crazy. A real bitch.
I will give a quick shout out to 2BBC podcast because that spare tire shit, I was cackling on that fucking episode. When she said, by the time this nigga decide to use it, this bitch, it's like inflated, it's unusable. Like, I was like, oh hell yeah, that's some petty ass shit.
Shout out to Solo.
That's
and,
some petty
Morgan,
ass shit.
man.
What? Okay, so I don't know if I didn't finish that episode or what, but like, where was your ass?
Oh.
Where was you at?
I was preoccupied.
He had business he had to take care of.
Okay,
I was
that's
preoccupied.
fair. That's fair.
So
Okay.
you left a nigga hanging. But yeah.
EJ didn't like that either. He didn't like that.
Because
He didn't like that. Hey, but hold on,
You
man.
said you was gonna be late and your ass
Bro,
never showed up. I'm
I
like,
swear to
what the
God,
fuck
I
happened?
was
Think
reading
about
the
it.
text messages.
We got to be able to do that, bro, because DJ Envy and I always there with Charlamagne and Angela Yee.
But them niggas know.
Not all the time. Not all the time, bro.
Hey, that nigga Charlamagne will be like, hey, DJ, hey, Envy, I ain't coming in today.
No. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for that email, Chantel.
Real talk.
That was dope. We always want to read those on the show, so it definitely gives us some content.
It does. It helps us out a lot.
Appreciate that.
Look what you started, Chantel.
Yes, indeed. You ready to jump into this or that, my good sir?
All right, I guess let me get the shit ready. Because the nigga wasn't prepared.
Yo, he's just about to say red or blue.
Cripple blood, nigga. Cripple blood, nigga. Which one
Pepsi
you
or
got?
Coke?
All right, so you already introduced me?
Yeah, I did.
All right, my bad. All right, so you having a not so good day, right?
All right.
And you need a song that's gonna get you over the hump, pretty much get you in a good mood. Which song are you using to get you to that place that you need to be to? Lil Duval, Smile Bitch, or Marvin Sapp, Never Would Have Made It?
What's the question again?
Oh man,
Nigga, your ass was on your fucking phone. On your phone, not paying attention to the question.
D, what you got?
What you got?
Never would have made it.
Yes, that's what I'm picking as well.
What?
Hell yeah. I said hell yeah to Marvin Sapp song. I'm trash. But yeah, man, I'm picking Marvin Sapp.
So you want to be in the room crying and shit, you know what I'm saying, thinking about all the good times, you know what I'm saying, all the struggles that you had, or just
Marvin Sapp's Never Would Have Made It hit you emotionally. Smile Bitch is just a fun song.
that'll get you out the mood.
So you say if I'm having a bad day, right?
A bad day.
Smile Bitch is cool. You know what I'm saying? I might have fun with that. But if I need to get through something,
Get through the day to get you in a good spot.
Never would have made it.
Never would have made it.
Off top.
You ain't gonna be trying to smile, bitch, when you mad again. Somebody
Hey.
take your ass. Like, no.
That nigga TJ gonna be calling his
tell him to
ex.
smile.
I love you, girl. Listen, I have to listen to Marvin Sapp. You know what I'm saying? It's cool.
Hell no.
We good.
Hope she's doing well.
We good. All right. So this is new generation music, right? So we in 2019, about to be in 20. So which artist is gonna have like the biggest year in 2020? Lil Baby or Da Baby?
Lil Baby for sure.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, he's good, but like his marketing team can do him a lot better. And when he performed, he don't really got stage performance like that. Like, I'm more interested to see the baby do some wild shit on stage or bring out the actual baby than like Lil Baby just standing there rapping with two chicks. standing right beside him. I don't know.
I'm trying to see if the baby signed. The baby signed, right?
I think
Yeah, he with Interscope.
He with Interscope now?
Yeah, I'm picking the baby.
Okay. I was about to say. So you said who's actually gonna do better in 2020?
Yeah.
It's definitely the baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I feel like
I disagree.
I feel like he's gonna have another album come out. Not necessarily an album, but it'll probably be a couple features, maybe even like a mixtape thrown in there. And he's probably gonna try to go on tour again in the summer.
The reason why I
know
feel
definitely the baby.
I disagree with y'all because like Lil Baby, he been doing this shit for not even like a year as much. You know, like well not because the baby been in the game. He came out with Suge and that was his stardom to fame. Lil Baby, he been in this shit for a few years now.
Lil
you
Baby
know?
is only best with Gunna.
I definitely don't agree with that.
I think so. Like
I feel like Gunna benefit off Lil Baby more.
If you were to go to anybody's concert, who would you pick first, Lil Baby or the Baby?
I say Lil Baby because I listen to more of Lil Baby than the Baby.
But he doesn't really give off that stage presence, though.
Nigga,
You need to catch up, bro.
to one album.
I mean,
Okay,
But you know what else I think about?
but I mean, the Baby did have a #1 album.
he
so,
did,
I mean,
but that nigga Lil Baby.
but he has really good creative like ideas too. When you look at his,
I just feel
videos
like
and stuff
I feel like his. I don't want to say his flow is better. I don't know. So who flow is better out of Lil Baby and the Baby?
The flow.
Yeah, who can rap better?
If we talking about just flow, I probably would give it to Lil Baby because like the Baby, his flow, even though he can change it up, it's like you get into the beat first before you get into what he rapping about. Period. Lil Baby, I can't necessarily get into the beat because like the way he raps, his flow, you have to be okay with that shit before you get into the song.
I actually
Period.
I want to hear, and I like that because I want to hear the baby rap different.
There you go.
I want to hear him rap different. I listened to this album, and the album was cool,
Mm-hmm.
but every song had the same rhyme pattern, and I was like, he probably wrote all these to no beat, you know, and just picked the beat. You
See,
know?
that's
So-
what the fuck I thought.
So yeah, I would say Lil Baby as well because
Mhm.
I think he's a little bit more versatile with it. But the reason I'm picking the Baby for 2020 is because like Lil Baby, his years was what 2017 to 2018, and also you got to think where he's at. He's on QC, so I think 2020 probably about to be big for the Migos. Migos been kind of quiet lately, so and Lil Baby got a hard
The
push.
Migos got to come back from all their individual failed albums.
Please,
Because
I didn't like neither one of
that's
those.
what they trying to come back from. That's why they gonna have a good year.
Yeah.
Because
We need
I
y'all to-
don't
we
know,
need
but
y'all
I
to
don't
go.
know.
Did
By
Offset?
themselves,
I mean, I feel like Offset album was the best, even though I didn't listen to any of the other two.
trash.
No, but at least he had the better single.
I mean, I think that his actually popped more than everybody else's.
I think his did the best as well.
He had two
It
singles,
was
right?
his features that got him to pop more. Because if he had not did Cloud with Cardi, if
Really,
that
but
was a
I
boost
feel
to
like
their
Cloud was
relationship,
a good song though.
It
No,
was,
but-
but if he did not have that, because the song with Travis was trash. J. Cole out-rapped him on his own track. Like, it was
That's
just...
cold.
Which is everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
that's-
I mean, it's cold, but still, you know, and he also does the same rhyme pattern flow on, like, all of the CD, too. Because when I was listening to it, I was like, this
Yeah.
is not...
Talking about Offset?
Yeah. I was like, it's
I ain't
not
listen
it.
to
I'm
it.
trying to tell y'all, man, take off the best one.
Takeoff is the best one, but
It's the best
but
one,
I
man.
feel like he was trying to stick to them in their lane too,
Yeah.
and not be himself.
His album wasn't that
That
good.
album was garbage.
That album
Takeoff
was
is the
garbage,
best
man.
one. Takeoff
He
is
the
the
best
best
one though.
I expected it to be way better than what it was. Cause like I listened to it maybe 3 or 4 times to try to get into it, and I was like, "There's only like 2 or 3 songs on here
Yeah.
that I'm just rocking with."
You found two?
I found 2 or 3. I really want to say I
Damn.
found 2 or 3.
I like that one, and that was the intro.
That is
Damn.
number 1.
These niggas gave it time. I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. I swear to God, I don't know what they talking about. All right, guys. I want to say I have not said this before
Okay.
because I haven't been deleting them. I don't know why. I really feel like I used this before, but I'm sure you're correct.
Let you know.
All right. Where do you find the most time to yourself?
Yeah, you asked this one before.
Okay.
Red or blue?
Niggas getting there. Guess I'm gonna go to this Coke products one, nigga. Okay.
Hoodies or sweaters?
Y'all niggas having a good day? All
And then
right.
she hit the lights. That's it.
So this is one that I haven't finished with, but I wrote it down a while ago, and I just saw this other movie not too long ago. So I want to get you guys' opinion on which would have been a better part 2, because one of these options I've been wanting a part 2 with for the longest, and it's Boys in the Hood or Vampire in Brooklyn. A better part 2.
I'm gonna choose Boys in the Hood. That's my final answer, Joe.
I'm gonna choose Boys in the Hood as well, because why would you choose Vampire in Brooklyn?
Why would you? T,
Why
what you
would
got?
you?
Okay, I'm clear all that up.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I really think he's gonna choose Vampire in Brooklyn.
I mean, it's already definite.
I am. And you know why? It's not because
Oh God.
I want to see a number 2 Vampire in Brooklyn. I just don't want to see a number 2 Boys in the Hood. It was such a classic that you're gonna fuck it up. So I gotta go with.
But it's
Anything
not-
that gets a part 2 is gonna.
It's
be
not,
fucked
but
up,
it's
period.
to me, it's not even that. All right, so the reason why I'm choosing Vampire in Brooklyn is because Vampire in Brooklyn ended with a part 2. Like the nigga took over Eddie Murphy part, and he's a new Vampire in Brooklyn. So it already set you up with the mind frame that it's gonna be a part 2. All right, Boys in the Hood, who's left?
Everybody dead on there.
Who's left?
They got to go to college with Nia Long and Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
It turned into higher learning like a motherfucker.
right. So it's how's it gonna be? Like because I know all y'all basing everything off for the first movie, Boys in the Hood, but the part 2, like you said, who's gonna be in it? Even though it was such a good movie, who's gonna be in it? It's gonna be some new niggas from community college and shit that.
It don't have to be a new story. Like the violence goes on.
There
you know
you
what I'm
go.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to
okay,
say.
so Doughboy got killed, so who's gonna avenge his death now? So it'll go on, probably replace him with new characters, or you could probably talk about Ricky's son. You know what I mean? Ricky had a son.
So that means we gotta go 18 years in the future or some shit? 17? I say 17. Maybe even 15, because niggas in the hood go through shit at a young age. So about 15, 14 years old.
But I was about to say, sequels ain't nothing but the same story, just with different characters.
my bad.
So I'm pretty sure that they would have found a way to spin it. Like,
I'm sure they
kids
would.
are now, even with Vampire in Brooklyn, it'll probably be like, also he had a love child, and here it goes.
You know what?
Like,
you know what I was about to ask? When the last time have you seen Vampire in Brooklyn?
Nigga, 2 weeks ago.
But I was just about to say, hold on, mine wasn't that long ago. You know when the best movies come on? When you're at the fucking hotel.
Dude, that is so
honestly,
goddamn
that's
true.
That's
You
true.
watch the best
That's
movie,
true.
and it be old shit.
Bro,
These
I
niggas be in
remember-
hotels. All
Dude.
right. Okay.
Dude,
Okay.
it was like 6. Hey Sarah, what when we went to Disneyland in August, like what fucking movie did we sit and watch at the hotel room like in the middle of the night? Like no, you're always asleep. I watched
Had to be smoking, right?
the second Jurassic Park at the
Oh.
hotel in Los Angeles at like
that
1
was
o'clock
dope.
in the morning.
See?
It was awesome.
It's good as hell.
I catch all the movies in the hotel.
It's like you seen it for the first time again. It's like, ooh, this shit's so good. So good.
Bro, for a nigga to say, I watch all the best movies in the hotel. Look.
What's wrong with that? I'm trying to get the joke.
That's when they
I want to laugh too.
Like shit, do you charge the prostitute to the room too?
Oh, now he getting it.
Look, look.
Along with the pay-per-view?
Anybody taking a prostitute to the hotel, you need to check your priorities, myself.
You never take the hoes.
Where you
to
gonna
the
fuck him in the car?
Come on with it, son.
Go ahead. I
You
mean,
say you
shit.
never do
Well,
it?
you know,
You never
hoes.
take the hoe to the hotel. You don't give
'Cause-
hoes hope.
So you giving them motels where bitches and mo of you.
Ain't nobody
So-
getting
so
no
you-
fucking
so you-
motels
So
neither.
you taking prostitutes
But
to the
you-
hotel?
But you can't turn
I
off-
ain't gotta do that.
You taking prostitutes, period?
I just said I ain't gotta do that. I
Sure.
gotta. I'm fortunate.
You know, but hoes never close. They're open like hallways.
Walk back in.
And you can't turn a hoe into a housewife because hoes don't act right.
Open like
Right now.
7-Elevens.
I ain't gotta get a prostitute.
All right, man, we got to get out of here.
said
Teapot,
that
thank you
she's a
guys for joining us.
hoe.
We want to get this time to you guys to plug everything you guys want to
Plug it all.
social medias, your podcast, and everything.
You gonna leave that up to me right now? Huh? Okay, so you can find us pretty much everywhere. It's the Teapot Podcast on Instagram, Teapot Podcast on Twitter. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, Google, SoundCloud, YouTube. Yeah, we pretty much everywhere.
Give somebody some incentive to check y'all out. What's y'all best episode? What y'all get the most feedback on?
Everything.
Oh, excuse me. All right.
I mean, it just
I thought it would have been us.
I mean, it just depends. I mean, we did get feedback from you guys on your show.
Ooh, I would love to hear that.
Whew.
Off the
Yeah,
gotta
please
get out
out.
of here,
God.
Please.
I mean, if you want to check out like what we're all about, we did wrap up our season finale like a couple months ago. We're on season 2 currently. We do have a clips episode to season 1, so that way you can get all of the ins and outs of what we are about, all of our quirks, our funniness, and stupid conversations. But season 2 is a lot of features. I mean, we got the feature with y'all. We got a feature with Hear Ye Podcast coming up. We had our most recent feature was Can I Please Help the Mic podcast. So just check us out.
So what's next for you guys? Is it episode 2 on the 8th episode, season 2?
I guess what's next for us? I think we want to kind of give everybody a little bit more visual to see us a little bit more, because I mean, we kind of do stuff behind the scenes that's funny. And if people follow us on Instagram, you know, we have like our certain days, and our favorite day is Photoshop Friday.
Yeah.
If y'all pay attention to
That
it,
is
where
funny.
we actually like swap our bodies out for like
Oh,
our
Lord.
favorite things that we like to watch, or like just something that we thought of at the moment.
I think the funniest about that is just the angles, because them bitches be all off. They be all
I
off.
mean, that's the point of it.
Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, that's the funniest part to me. Yeah.
But like D is a fashion everything. She's a fashion magma over here. I'm a sketch comedian, so like we want to bring more visuals to our show and give you guys basically our comedic side in visuals. So it's a lot more sketches. We already have a couple together, and I guess I need to repost those as like throwbacks, because I don't think nobody remember, because it's been a minute. That was like when we first started, but those are coming back. You can follow me on my individual shit, Shonic Boom. That's Sean NIC.
Tell these niggas how to
Boom.
spell Sean, first of all.
Yeah, cause your ass don't know how to spell Sean. This
I
nigga was spelling SHON. What the fuck is that?
Nigga, Sean.
That's Sean. Okay.
That's Sean. That's how a nigga spelled. I didn't put an O. I thought I said SHUN.
It was a ON.
Nigga might have been drinking.
So it's SHAUNIC_boom. And that is both my Instagram and Twitter.
And where can you? Yeah, there you go. Where can they follow you at, D?
So I am Mo De La Soul. So that's MODEDELASOLU. And that's for my Twitter and also for my Instagram. You guys can follow me there.
That's awesome, man. I love how you speaking like you're doing poetry. That is terrific.
What?
Terrific.
Terrific.
Are you guys with us now?
Great.
Josh got the giggles over here.
I'm saying niggas are all in the mic. A phone. Okay.
I can be on my phone. I paid for it, my G.
I said mic, a phone.
Oh, I think it said mic or phone.
Nah, this. I ain't gonna tell you can't hold your phone, nigga. All right. Anyway, to the listeners, we do have what we got coming up.
Warm and chill.
We got the Cosign Awards coming up November 16th. I mean, we'll let y'all know about that. I mean, it ain't really nothing y'all. I mean, y'all can go to it, but I mean, I guess
I thought the ticket sales stopped yesterday.
was it on the 5th,
Yeah,
right?
It was yesterday.
It was the 5th. All right,
Just wish us luck.
right. Hope we win.
So, DJ, y'all.
but we-
sitting outside.
You done?
No,
Okay. Go ahead and get it out.
I do it after.
I'm sure you will. We have to warm up and chill. Chill.
Shit.
The shield.
Nigga put an H in that bitch, didn't it?
Yeah.
A strong H. We got the warm up and chill coming on November 23rd. 23rd?
Oh Lord, I don't even know.
I know you don't know, nigga. I know you don't know.
Yeah, the 23rd, man.
Do we get free tickets to the Cosign Awards because we're nominated?
Nigga wish.
We'll talk about that offline.
Yeah, nigga wish.
Nah, then I'm not going.
Yeah, but you could go. It's gonna be a mixed crowd. It's not gonna be just
That's in house.
Should have bought your damn ticket. Goddamn it.
Yeah, but anybody want to come up to the warm up and chill, man, and just chill with us and give back? It's a blanket drive. If you got any blankets, you got any coats, anything you want to do, come out. Tickets are free on Eventbrite. Just type in warm up and chill, and come out and chill with us for a couple of hours, man. And that's it.
Already, Josh, you got anything you want to plug, sir?
You can just find me on Instagram, @JoshZenker.
Already. Also, we want to give a shout out to the guy who gives us our visuals. Rick is in the building, aka Just the Producer, aka Dude Derek. Salute to that guy. Also, salute to the homie D.A. He does our videos as well. All right, well, we out of here, man. Anything else we want to add? No?
Then we covered it all.
Yeah, we did. All right, man. We still have not found a cool way to end this show, so we're just saying this every time we go.
You know what?
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Josh, you gotta say black joke.
We have not found a cool way to end this show, so we're just saying this every time we go.
You know what?
It's still muted.
Okay, try it again. Go ahead.
Damn.
Bro, you really muted my mic, bro?
Damn.
I did.
Wow. I guess he knew. A nigga knows me. Go ahead.
We have still not found a cool way to end this show, so we just saying this every time we go.
Bro, this shit sounds so rehearsed.
Say it.
Yeah, it does.
You know what? Oh, you know what?
I might keep all this shit too.
You know what?
What's that?
I say that or you say that? Oh, no, I say that. Oh, you know what?
What?
Fuck it.
Say dog.
Oh my God.